Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all, we from Group 6 will do presentation about material, fiscal policy, monetary policy, and foreign debt. So, we member groups is me, Carmila Vandora, and my friends Mimi Vilma Herita. So, the first material, fiscal policy. Fiscal policy taxes on policies made by the government to direct the economy of a country through government revenue. Fiscal policy is a policy carried out by the government by increasing or reducing state revenues and expenditures to achieve expected goals. Example, such as reducing the number of unemployed or achieving targeted economic growth. Types of fiscal policy. 1. Open market operation. Operation area, a means of controlling the money in circulation by selling or buying government structures. If you want to increase the money supply, the government buy government securities. 2. The account rate. This account facility is articulation of the amount of a money in circulation by playing the central bank's interest rate at commercial banks. 3. Reserve requirement ratio. The monetary reserve ratio in the regulate the amount in money circulation. 4. Moral persuasion. Moral evil is a monetary policy to regulate the money supply by giving impulse to economic actors. 2. Material. Monetary policy. Monetary policy is a policy issued by the central bank in regulating the flow of money supply to achieve certain objectives. The main objective of a preventive policy is to prevent excessive or poorly increasing money. The next types of monetary policy. 1. Monetary expansive policy. Monetary expansive policy is a policy in order to increase the amount of money in circulation. This policy is carved out to overcome unemployment and increase people's purchasing power when the economy experiences a recession of depression. 2. Monetary contractive policy. Monetary contractive policy is a policy in order to reduce the amount of money in circulation. This policy is carried out when the economy is experiencing inflation.
The last material is what is foreign debt. Foreign debt is money by a government, corporation or private household from another country, government or private lenders. Foreign debt has steadily and recent decade with unwelcome side effects in some borrowing countries, especially developing economies. Foreign debt, also known as external debt, has been rising steadily in recent decades, with unwelcome side effects in some borrowing countries. These include slower economic growth, particularly in low-income countries, as well as crippling debt crisis, financial market turmoil, and even secondary effects such as a rise in human rights abuse. Next, understanding foreign debt. A government or a corporation may borrow from a foreign lender for a range of reasons. It means, for one thing, local debt markets may not be deep enough to meet their borrowing needs, particularly in developing countries. Our foreign lender might simply offer more attractive terms. For low-income countries especially, borrowing from international organizations like the World Bank is an essential option, as it can provide funding it might not otherwise be able to attain, at attractive rates and with flexible repayment schedules. Okay, next, the impacts of rising foreign debt. The first can hamper countries' ability to invest in their economic future. This towards long-term economic growth. It means excessive level of foreign debt can hamper countries' ability to invest in their economic future, whether it be via infrastructure, education, or healthcare, as their limited revenue goes to servicing their loans. This towards long-term economic growth. And the last is can also trigger a debt crisis. It means poor debt management combined with shocks such as commodity price collapse or severe economic slowdown can also trigger a debt crisis. This is often exacerbated because foreign debt is in the currency of the lender's country, not the borrower's. That means if the currency in the borrowing country weakens, it becomes that much harder to service those debts. Okay, this is the countries with the most foreign debt. As we can see, topping the ranking of the countries that borrow most from others is the United States, which is 20.41 trillion US dollars in debt, according to latest number available in the World Bank. Next in line is the United Kingdom, which has racked up 8.77 trillion in foreign debt, followed by France, which owes 6.25 trillion. Even small countries like Luxembourg or the Netherlands appear towards the top of the list, which has to do with the banking sector in this country buying up foreign debt liability as well as the country's social system spending a lot on their citizens. Other small countries, especially tiny island nations, and many African countries have the less foreign debt, according to the ranking. Other outliers include closed-off nations or dictatorships like Brunei, Turkmenistan, and Bhutan. Okay, and the last, this is graphic foreign debt from Indonesian country. As we can see, Indonesia external debt was reported at 416.6 USD BN in December 2020. This records an increase from the previous number of 413.3 USD BN for December 2020. India external debt data is updated monthly, averaging 286.1 USD BM from December 28 to December 2020, with 155 observations. The data reached an all-time high of 416.6 USD BN in December 2020 and a record low of 144.9 USD BN in December 28. Indonesia external debt data remains active status in CEIC and is reported by CEIC data. Okay, enough for our material from group 6. Sorry for our mistake and thank you for watching and for attention.